Hello, everybody. This is Alex Lightworker here, and today I wanted to talk about the power of your focus. Focus is key to getting everything that you want. Anything's possible. If you have enough focus, you can eventually get it. So sometimes we can get a little bit confused with what we're focusing upon. Sometimes you can think that you're focusing on what you want when you're really focusing on what you don't want. You're focusing on the absence of it. So, an example would be if you're rebelling against something. Rebellion is going against what you want. It's actually the opposite. You're contradicting yourself, and it's the unknowing of it. What you're doing is you're focusing on what you don't want, and you're just unaware of the feeling of it. If you focus on your feeling of the experience enough, you're able to recognize that you're focusing on what you don't want. Another example would be when you are trying to tolerate something that is happening in your experience. Your experience can change if you can change the way you feel. And when you're changing the way you feel and feeling better about something, eventually your experience will change, and the environment will change, and the conditions will, and everything else. Because everything follows how you feel. It's how you know where you're going. It's your guidance system. It's intuition. When you follow your intuition, everything else follows behind it. Logic follows behind it. So if you're trying to put up with something, then you're putting up with negative emotion. You're putting up with it. You don't like it, right? You're not desiring it, but it's okay to desire what you don't want. It's okay to want what you don't want. What I mean is, in the moment, is you have what you don't want right there. What do? You try to get rid of it, right? But when you're trying to get rid of something that you don't want, well, you're focusing on it, so you're getting more of it, right? It's so simple, yet it most of society doesn't understand. It's quite confusing at first, but if you're able to just get your head around it and recognize the difference and see where you can apply it in your life and actually start applying it and start practicing focusing on what you want at a consistent basis, eventually you can get better at it, like with everything else, and you can gain this focus that you never had before. Focus is wonderful thing if you can just get a hold of it and start with easy things, start with general things, like saying, like how quotes are very general. They can bring your emotion up pretty quickly because of how general they are. And just simplifying the situation is another way to say that. And then eventually, once you're going general and you start feeling better, that's when you can go specific into the details, and that's when the devil isn't in the details. That's when heaven is in the details. That's when you start feeling really good, and you can talk really really specifically about something you love and get even farther into it. And that kind of focus is really where stuff starts to change really quickly. If you're able to do that about anything that you want to feel good about, it's all about feeling better than you are now. And sometimes you might, move slowly, and sometimes the emotions, you know they don't seem like they're improving that much. But as long as they're improving, as long as you start feeling better, because it's all about what you feel. Because when you're feeling better, you're experiencing something better. The way you experience your life is how you feel about it. If you change the way you feel, your whole experience has changed. The conditions in your life change, the circumstances change, and you start to see huge differences. That's all for today about focus, if you want to learn more about the power of your focus or anything on personal development or relationships, come to my Facebook page, Alex Lightworker, and I can answer any questions. Hope to hear from you soon, everybody, and have a wonderful day.